Yeah, I'm really happy with my Chaparral Yamaha. It's got a lot of horsepower. I'm positive it can get me out there in front right away and win races. I think it's going to be a lot less pressure than last year because I switched teams so late, and now I've had probably almost 2.5 months, 3 months on my Yamaha. I mean, I know my bike very well. I believe I'm totally ready. My confidence is up, and I'm going to try not to think about the series. I just want to go win races, and if you win races, then championship's going to come.
He ended up
Think about the first round of the year. All the new number changes, and now we're just about set to go. Who will win the $1,500 whole shot award? Sticking the nose out there is number 19, Doug Henry. Now battling it out for second place. Rider now in his second.
At LA and stuff, I just stayed, nice and consistent. I tried not to make any mistakes.
Here comes Jeremy.
LA, the opener was more of a conservative race for me.
Tortelli to the inside. Tortelli now moves into second place.
Oh, Henry goes down just after the finish.
Leading 19 laps is pretty darn good for the first race, so I'm not complaining at all.
A checkered flag for Sebastian Tortelli.
Beating the
Starting to stand on their feet. We're off in the Astrodome.
went really well. I got the start that I wanted.
There's Ezra Lusk, number 3, takes the lead. He'll get the whole shot money. Ezra Lusk in first. Hughes in second. McGrath has got the target right on Ryan Hughes' back.
Houston was an excellent race for me.
Here comes Jeremy McGrath. McGrath moves into second place.
And it took me a little bit too long to pass Rhino,
With a clean move to the inside.
so Ezra got away.
Emig picking up points right there.
A pretty good race for me. I felt really strong at the end of the main, and I had pretty good speed.
White flag. Can Ezra Lusk hold on?
Just kept it smooth and kept it on 2 wheels and won the race. Pretty simple.
The triple. A salute to the fans. The record number of fans here in Houston are seeing the checkers in the air for Ezra Lusk. It is sideways. It'll drop any minute. Oh, look at the charge. Who can it be? Michael Craig, number 13 to the inside. Emig crosses the line first, but Michael Craig gets the lead.
McGrath has got to attack and get around him any way he can right now, or it's going to be a long main event for him.
Great pass by McGrath. Jeremy McGrath takes over the lead from Honda of Troy's Michael Craig, I should say.
in great detail. There was really no battle
So the Chaparral is out in front.
until the 18th lap. I got behind a pack of like 5 lappers.
Now, I don't think they're going to let McGrath by. Watch this.
Yeah,
And Lusk is going to pull right up here.
Oh, baby.
Ezra closed up the distance and put a pretty good pass on me.
Ezra Lusk right on his back cover, and Ezra Lusk collides with Jeremy McGrath.
And then I got back inside of him, past him.
Will McGrath put it to him?
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
Right
sir.
back.
I mean, we went back and forth. We exchanged passes a few times.
It's the white
Right
flag
back.
lap. Here comes Lusk and Jeremy. Bar to bar.
It was a pretty good race, although, I should have won that race.
Ezra Lusk is starting to put the challenge to Jeff Emig. Good block pass.
Tempe, Arizona went quite well. I got second in the heat. Main event, I kind of turned things around a little bit.
And right there, Lusk makes the move on Michael Craig.
Rode a lot better.
Did not
Ezra
let off.
Lusk is putting his heart into it. Jeremy bar to bar with Lusk through the timing section. Lusk just barely noses out.
But I ended up working my way up and winning the race.
The checkers for Ezra Lusk. His first ever back-to-back. Things are getting tense down there, Davey, at the gate. They're off. Our main event from Seattle, Washington is underway. Number 11, Jimmy Button. Oh, look at Button cut in.
Got around Jeremy and Jeff and was leading.
The teammates, Jimmy Button takes the lead.
Started to get a little bit, nervous being up there. It's going to be the first time on the podium for the year.
Button still holding on by a tire.
Made a little bit of a mistake on the last 2 laps. It ended up going off the track, and my finishing position ended up being 6th.
Oh, will that bring this Washingtonian crowd alive with Larry Ward up in the running?
They changed some stuff on my motorcycle and made me really comfortable.
And Larry Ward cuts the inside on Doug Henry.
Seattle went really good for me. I came out and I won my heat race and got on the podium.
All year, he's been pretty comfortable, just having a little bit of a confidence problem. Whoa, Doug Henry with a great block pass right there.
Lusk is fighting for points right now.
I had an okay start. Ran into a couple guys and had to start from way back after that.
Here you've got Lusk taking on Henry. He might not be able to catch the leader unless something happens. Here comes Ezra Lusk. Ezra Lusk to the inside.
came up and finished second in that race.
Ezra Lusk into second place. Jeremy was far enough away from him to stay out of trouble.
Actually, it was relatively easy.
McGrath out in front. He's looking for 5 straight Seattle podiums.
The Jeremy McGrath of old, where I just get a start and get out in front, and that was basically it. It was exciting having my first win.
The checkers for Jeremy.
With the race.
Jeremy McGrath gets a great start in front of Lusk. Jeremy McGrath looking for his 5th straight win here in San Diego.
And Jimmy Button coming from behind from 7th place and finishing second behind his teammate Jeremy.
As we take a look at Button, makes the move on Albertine. Jimmy Button now moves into 4th place.
In San Diego, and used, everything that I learned in Seattle to my advantage. And, ended up coming from behind a little bit.
Here comes Jimmy Button making the pass. Oh, my goodness, he made the pass on Wyndham and blitzes through the whoops.
And we come away with a 2nd place finish, giving Chaparral, a 1-2 finish.
Jimmy Button, his teammate, his highest finish in 250 Supercross.
Which is what, we've been working so hard for on the off season. So last weekend was a, real good experience for me and for the team.
Jeremy McGrath, his 47th career victory.
San Diego was excellent for me. I liked it because especially I was close to home. There were all my friends and family, and to have Jimmy come in second was even that much sweeter. I mean, I feel my confidence is coming around, and everything is going really good. It's flowing right now, and team.
Someone clipped my arm.
So you expect some rubbing there?
I think so.
Okay, let's find out. Number 19, the 4th stroke, Doug Henry. Big lead. Jeff Hemming right behind him, goes wide though.
Fell on the other side of the first jump there, and then somebody somehow in the deal ran over my hand.
Lusk is down in the first corner. He has to take off his left glove. Something happened to his hand. He did a little fishtail in the first corner.
Cracked a bone on the outside of my hand, and that's what's been giving me a little bit of a problem.
Something happened to Ezra Lusk, causing him to go down. I think when he got sideways, he got hit from behind.
Going into the turn, there was a Chaparral Yamaha helping, giving me a little bit of a push going into that first turn. So I think that may have had something to do with it.
Everybody can look at the picture from Indianapolis with me and Ezra making contact in the first corner, and think anything that they want to. But if you look at the video, I came in and I did hit his back end coming into the corner, but he didn't wreck for another 25, 30 feet, and it wasn't me that clipped him coming off the next jump. I hit him and stood me up, and I came to a complete stop, and he took off, and he got hit by someone else.
I think I got a 2nd place start, that's right. And I was behind Henry for like a lap.
Out in front, it's Henry. McGrath. Doug Henry now under great pressure from McGrath.
And then I passed Henry, and I don't know, just pretty much, it was a pretty easy race, actually. Pulled out a big lead and just kind of cruised to the win.
Henry gets to pick his own line. He better pick the right one. Here's McGrath to the inside. Oh, that torque of the 4-stroke out of the corner. But McGrath takes him in the whoops. Jeremy McGrath now on the straightaway. Is it goodbye time? Mike Brown and Henry just going at it as they go over the finish line jump. Michael Brown goes down. He held up Henry in the process, and Hemming has now moved into 2nd place.
This is where he makes his time, Art, right here. Watch him jump this section.
Hemming cuts him off. He's using the track, baby. Henry takes a little bail with him. Then slides out, but he's still up and moving.
Rode a great 14 laps. I was in 2nd.
Jimmy Button cuts in front of Hemming.
I was blitzing the whoops the whole time. My arm started to get a little bit pumped up.
I was following Button. I caught up to 3rd, and Button was in 2nd.
Here comes Larry Ward. He cuts to the inside. Button, they almost collide.
Honestly, I was quite a bit faster than him through the whoops. And I think he was trying to stay ahead of me and pumped up, and then it was real easy to pass him tonight.
Here comes Ward. Ward cutting to the outside, now goes inside using the track. He's got 2nd on Button, but it's McGrath dominating. Looking like he will become the all-time career leader in wins when you count motocross action and supercross action together. The checkers for Jeremy.
I guess Indy was my 64th win, and I still feel really healthy and really strong, and I'm having a lot of fun.
An outstanding performance, as you see there. The family in tears, taking the bows that he deserves. The fans standing, seeing history made here in Supercross in the RCA Dome in Indianapolis.
Well, Jeremy, it is my pleasure to award you this trophy that represents your 64 career wins in off-road motorcycle racing. You are the all-time champ, and we salute you.
Supercross is what I've grown up dreaming about, and you know, I love it so much that I think that's why I win so much.
The first lap.
Board is sideways, and they're off. Whoa, McGrath getting a little sideways right there with Windham number 8 in good position.
Button got around me. I was kind of staying with him a little bit.
Kevin Windham now getting the challenge from Jimmy Button. Oh, it's close. They're rubbing number plates.
Landing off the triple, my hand slipped off the bar and I crashed.
Now he can see that his teammate McGrath had just made the pass.
Kevin Windham goes down.
Got a decent start in the main and made my way around a few riders. Got into the lead and actually pulled out, I think, like a 5 or 6 second lead.
Jimmy Button into first place.
This has the makings of a great race. Now you got Lusk and McGrath together right behind Henry.
Here comes Lusk, the Team Honda rider, with McGrath right behind him, both of them passing Doug Henry.
I went down twice. I was going really, really fast.
Here's his chance to the whoops.
Ezra Lusk, Kevin Windham, Ezra Lusk, oh, dismounts the bike.
I just kept trying to charge hard and knowing that I wasn't comfortable and in the position that I needed to be in to go fast.
Jimmy Button, how will he react now to his teammate Jeremy McGrath coming up behind him?
I started kind of racing the track behind me. And as soon as that started happening, Jeremy started catching up to me.
Jeremy McGrath cutting in front of Button, but Button coming back with the lead. Battling it out for first place. McGrath is just not shaking Jimmy Button, even though McGrath now secures the position.
Starting out in front of me last week was different, but I'm happy to be able to ride with him. We're such good friends that it doesn't really matter one way or the other.
Jeremy McGrath, the checkers.
Yeah, there's no team orders. If Jimmy's going to win, he's going to win. And if I'm going to win, I'm going to win.
Good opportunity to win because of the rain and the mud.
We're off the main event for the 250s. McGrath in good position out front. Going down was Henry. Number 4 is our leader.
And I got a pretty good lead going. Last month has been so good. Been consistently top 5.
He's letting it hang out too, Art. I like to see Larry get this aggressive. He can smell a victory.
Just rode as smart as I could. Some guys were getting in my way, and it was really hard to see.
It is now starting to pour.
This was the worst condition for goggles, the mist and the humidity. I took a chance. I said, I might get dirt in my eyes might hurt this week, but I have to take a chance to take them off now and try to win this race.
Without goggles, in the rain, Larry Ward battling it out in first place with 3 laps to go.
And Lusk is closing on Ward.
I thought Button was leading the race, and so I passed him with a couple laps to go, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm winning the race. With 1 lap to go, Mike Gosselin, my mechanic, he's pointing at Larry, telling me, you know, go, 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 get Larry. And so I went for it.
And it's closing up. Ezra Lusk right behind him. We're going down to the wire.
Going through a couple turns there before the whoop section, he roosted me and just totally splattered my goggles.
Larry Ward sensing victory. Larry Ward looking at the checkers. Larry Ward! Windham, the whole shot, gets a standing ovation from his friends and family here in Louisiana.
We're a little nervous because we had a lot of hometown fans. Kevin's from Baton Rouge and I'm from New Iberia. So there was a lot of people pulling for us. That put a little pressure on us, but it was good.
Really like Wyndham's style out there. He's a young kid, seems to have a good head on his shoulders, rides smart.
After he won the race, it was the best feeling in the world. It's just in front of your hometown, and the crowd was great. I mean, there's no better feeling than winning a race in your hometown.
On a 4-second lead for Kevin Windham, number 8. Boy, would this be a storybook ending.
The win at New Orleans was great. You know, that's my hometown, and for everything to come together at home was wonderful.
Battling it out, Larry Ward and Kevin Windham side by side.
The battle with Ward in the opening laps was tough. He kind of surprised me.
A great battle. Ward just relentless.
He was there for a while, and it's kind of weird when you're in the lead and you see somebody behind you for a couple laps, because sometimes you think you may be holding up the show.
Kevin Windham now is starting to pull a lead.
Halfway through, I think he made a bobble, and I was able to pull out a little lead, and felt pretty good after that.
Oh, Ward going down.
Ward goes down. Oh, as we just take the action.
Winning that corner was maybe being a little bit cautious because it was getting ruddy, and the front wheel hit a rut, and it was just like slow motion, and I went over the handlebars. I had a third-place finish sewed up. It was the wrong time to crash.
Kevin Windham still looking strong.
I think it was one of the best weekends and the best wins of my career.
The checkers for Kevin Windham with the heel clicker. The native son to start round number 11. McGrath is perfect here. 4 for 4 in Minneapolis. He'll become the first Supercross rider ever to win consecutive years, 5 years in a row. It is sideways. The crowd so knowledgeable here in Minneapolis, getting ready for the start of the 250s. Oh, what an equal charge. Lusk has got an inside move. Windham's inside. Windham, it looked like, was in almost a tie with Pichon for the whole shot money. As we go to the triple, it's Windham, Pichon, McGrath, number 2 to the inside on Pichon, but Pichon powers out of that corner.
Pichon almost blew it there.
Jeremy McGrath, the fans come alive. Now he's available to attack Kevin Windham. McGrath has cut the lead of Windham down to 2 seconds. He's making even a closer move in the whoop section. Oh, look out! Jeremy climbing up his back right now.
Jeremy is so crafty, so smart. He's got so much experience running up front in these situations.
Kevin Windham, Jeremy McGrath. There you see the lapper in between. McGrath cuts to the inside, and the crowd goes crazy. Windham is down. Windham is down on the near side.
Lusk hasn't come around yet. He's going to get going just in time, I think.
And here's the battle for second place. Kevin Windham and Ezra Lusk. The battle for second. Windham and Lusk going at it now, tooth and nail. 5 for 5 in Minneapolis. No one has ever won at the same venue on 3 brands.
Yeah, I just
about set to get the main event from St. Louis underway. Jeremy McGrath, there you see Ryan Hughes, number 10, next to Ezra Lusk. Kevin Windham getting ready now as the board is sideways, and they're off in St. Louis. Supercross main event underway. Mikel Pichon has got a good start, and Jeremy McGrath moves into second on Kevin Windham. Windham coming right back on the inside, but Jeremy shuts the door.
Windham making time on McGrath, jumping off that plateau. If he gets close enough the next time and Jeremy doesn't cover that line, he should be able to make that pass.
And the battle for second is on. McGrath and Windham bar to bar.
Windham is actually starting to pull away from McGrath.
Windham makes the move on Pichon. Jeremy McGrath just moved in front of Pichon for second place. This is the battle for fourth. Ezra Lusk making a move on Larocco, but can't quite do it. And Pichon just got T-boned by Lusk. As we look back to second, we've got a battle going on. It's McGrath, Larocco, and Ezra Lusk. Here comes Ezra Lusk, moving Larocco back to fourth. Hold on, Ezra wants second place in front of Jeremy.
Here and there, Lusk is on the edge, but that's what it takes to come from behind and challenge the best rider in the world. It's not over yet, but it looks like Jeremy has won this battle. Oh, they both go down.
Lusk stays up. Lusk in second as Windham gets some of the glory taken away from his checker flag as Ezra Lusk takes second place.
I don't think Jeremy's going to be real happy about that, but he left the door wide open. Lusk rode right across the inside, very gently bumped him, and they went down. Lusk got up first.
Ezra came from behind and cut the whole complete corner off and just T-boned him.
I don't think it was that bad. He didn't think it was that bad. Everybody that watched it didn't think it was that bad. It was an aggressive move, but It wasn't a T-bone move. Both guys were going in the same direction when Jeremy went down.
I guess that's the only way Ezra thinks he's going to beat Jeremy.
He pivoted early, dove underneath him, and he did end up in Jeremy's line, but Jeremy saw him there. Jeremy had a chance to either back out of it or move over, but neither of them gave an inch, and I think they're both racers, you know.
Legs get broken in those kind of situations, and, I mean, kind of dirty riding.
It's kind of just one of those things that happens on the track and always mattered and hell, you know, afterwards.
You know, he looks at it in one way, and that's that I took him out. And I look at it as a very aggressive pass.
I have a lot less respect for him now. I thought he was, you know, a nice guy and, you know, more of a square racer.
It wasn't like I took his front wheel totally out. When we hit, we were side by side, and it was a total stuff or block pass, whatever you want to call it.
You can't trust him on the track now, you know, as far as you can see him. So, I mean, I know that when I'm out there, I would expect the same thing to happen again if he was behind me. So now I just have to be on my toes.
Ricky Carmichael, number 6, the Checkers. The Checkers for Carmichael. Oh, my goodness. Carmichael, the Checkers. His 6th victory in 6 races. Look at RC going for the triple.
If I do win it this weekend, it'll mean a lot.
He's got a 49-point lead.
It's only going to take 1 point. I'm not going to change nothing. I'm just going to go out and do the same thing I've been doing, try to get a good start and try to win.
All he needs is 1 point tonight to be crowned 125 East champion. Ford is sideways. We're ready to go for the 125 main event from Pontiac, Michigan. Once again, Carmichael now is in a 2nd tier, but he's on the inside. Good positioning. And look at the battle here. Ricky Carmichail looks at him in the eye and goes right by him. Oh, Carmichael goes down.
Now we got a race.
He comes back out of it in 5th position with a bar-to-bar situation now with Paul Curry. Raynard to the inside, and Raynard goes off the track. Here comes Carmichael, number 6. Carmichael now moving into 2nd place. Concentrating on gaining that number 1 plate. The fans are standing up, anticipating a move, and Ricky Carmichael then takes over the lead. And the flash bulbs pop in the Silver Dome. And the checkered flag for Ricky Carmichael. Ricky Carmichael has won every race this season.
This number 1 plate's what it's all about, man. There's nothing like having one of these in your mantle at home, man. It feels great.
From last week, Jeremy's venting all that anger into speed out there on the racetrack. Lusk is saying, hey, if I have the opportunity to do it again, I will. It's just the way it goes. I want to win. Sign is sideways now.
Let's see who can get the whole shot. And the big jump here from the Silver Dome as we are underway. Jeremy McGrath, good positioning, goes wide. It's Jeremy McGrath with the whole shot.
Here we go. Couldn't have set this up much better. Jeremy and Lusk.
Number 3 is hungry for victory.
Lusk will right here try to stay in contact, keep the pressure on, make Jeremy think about him a little bit, and hopefully take it to the end. Jeremy's gone down.
Jeremy is down right before that finish line jump. And Jeremy gets clipped by Larry Ward as he tries to get up.
As he was standing up and kind of looking at his bike, and he stood back up right when I was at the top, and there's nothing I could do. You can see on the replay, I pulled my shoulder in trying to miss him, and we just hit shoulder to shoulder and it knocked him back down.
His handlebars are broken completely off the motorcycle.
So McGrath, who came into this race with a 52-point lead on Kevin Windham, a 68-point lead on Ezra Lusk, takes the helmet off and dejectedly walks back toward the pits.
Jeremy, what in the world just happened? Well, I was riding good out there. I felt really good and kind of went over that jump a little. Came up short, just a hair, and it kind of pitched me over. When I landed, my handlebars were off. They like hit the ground so hard that they broke, so the clamp underneath the sun, I don't know, the handlebars were not on my bike.
Ezra Lusk is our leader. Ward stumbling in the whoops. There goes Henry making the pass, but Ward gets up right away. Henry taking advantage of the angle on the block pass. So it's Lusk, Henry, Ward, Bichon, Windham, and Michael Craig. Windham to the inside, picks up a spot. The battle for second place, Kevin Windham against the 4-stroke of Doug Henry. Inside move, Windham moves into second place. Ezra Lusk his third win of the year. In this, the 14th round, will we have a new winner tonight? Wyndham, Ward, Dowd, LaRocco, Bichon, McGrath, Button, Lamson, Lusk, Craig as the board goes sideways. Lusk, Matasevich, Woy, Krein, Pocaroba, Jones, Brown, Voss, Roncada, and Henry as they head for the hole shot. Mr. Kevin Wyndham.
Charlotte track is, I think, good for me.
Jeremy McGrath going down, and he's in last place.
LaRocco was behind me, and he went ahead and jumped the jump. And next thing I knew, he landed on my back. It was kind of just a misfortune of the first lap.
Kevin Wyndham is our leader with John Dowd in second, Larry Ward in third.
And you got to be strong. It's a lot longer race. You got to just keep going. Even if you make a couple mistakes, you have to keep going.
John Dowd retaking second.
Well, actually, it was pretty confusing for a while. I didn't know that I was in the lead or when I was in second.
Unfortunately, I lost my goggles really early.
All the goggles already, the second lap, and the goggles are gone.
And I got hit in the eye. It wasn't actually there was no dirt in my eye. I just got hit.
Ezra's had a problem now and gone
Ezra's
down.
crashed.
Got a little too close to the edge of the racetrack right there.
Kevin had gotten away pretty far, and I didn't know that he'd crashed.
Wyndham is down again. Oh, and it's not looking good.
Well, that doesn't get much worse than that, Art. I sure hope he's okay. He's already moved around a little bit, so he just had everything knocked out of him.
Kind of ran a different line and jumped up and bit me hard. I really don't remember anything that happened from the time I hit the ground.
LaRocco was down.
Towards the end, I started getting a little nervous though when I realized I was leading, and then I saw Ezra coming. It was definitely a little nerve-wracking at that point.
Lusk shuts the door. He's 5 seconds behind our leader.
The last lap, I could hear. I mean, he was just coming hard. Once I came down the last straightaway, I pretty much knew that I had it in the bag.
Dowdy wins his first 250.
If I wanted to see anybody else win it.
Crowd here anticipates a historic run, a battle for the championship that, if it goes right for Jeremy McGrath, means a fifth, unprecedented fifth championship. Ford is sideways. Focus now down on the gate. Jeremy McGrath just grabbed the hole shot. Now Lusk under pressure.
And them guys took off from there at first.
And the pressure comes from the four-stroke Yamaha of Doug Henry.
Got off to a pretty good start.
Doug Henry goes to the lead.
I had a little bit better drive through the whoops.
McGrath comes back and gets around him. McGrath back to the lead.
And I got by Jeremy there.
Doug Henry back past the leader.
Lusk is still back there.
Well, he can lean out to see that Jeremy goes back to the lead.
I just tried to ride as hard as I could for as long as I could. I had a good time. It was a good race.
But Ezra Lusk is closing in as well.
I knew if I didn't get back up there and try to get away, then I'd be doomed toward the end of the race.
Lusk makes a move down to the inside and moves into second place.
Got back up there, got some great lines.
Now Lusk going for everything he can to try to put himself in the champ position. He moves to the front.
And I was able to pull back away. It's pretty happy.
Jeremy McGrath, he stays there. He's the champion. McGrath has had to earn it, and what a marvelous performance. There he is on his way to a championship. Here comes Lusk. There's the checkered flag. Lusk takes the win, and McGrath takes the championship. Jeremy McGrath on his Yamaha takes the championship, salutes the crowd, reaches out to his teammate Jimmy Button alongside, and there comes Ezra Lusk.
I decided rather than push it to the limit, try and win the race, I just figured I'd, be calm and collected and I guess try and slow up a little and make sure I stayed on my bike.
Texas Stadium has seen the crowning of a champion, historic fifth time.
I don't know what else I can say. It's just fabulous to win the championship again.
My season, basically sweet revenge. The most important thing was to prove that I could do it again, and win the championship again and win races.
Okay, we're set to go. The final round of 1998 is underway. And look at the pack. Jeremy McGrath cuts inside. But right now, Doug Henry on the four-stroke is trying to hold off Jeremy McGrath and Mikel Pichon.
This is close. He's got a chance. Look at that.
Oh! Give me some Vaseline. I'm coming through, baby. McGrath gives it a little flick. And here comes Henry. He hooks up on that flat track style, but McGrath into the triple, even talking to his good friend.
Jeremy looking over like, is this fun or what? I gotta have it.
Here comes Henry to the outside. McGrath's got the edge in the turn, and Henry goes down. The white flag is out, but Henry is really charging on Craig. Craig number 13, Henry to the inside. But look at Henry. Oh my goodness, what a move by Henry. Checkers for the champion.